afternoon, my fellow aquarium scientists. Hope everybody is doing well. I apologize, I was running a little late. Was trying to set some stuff up, but here we are. Hope your Sunday is going well. Sorry, I'm trying to see something here. Okay, there we go. So while we wait for people to trickle in, say some hello hi's. Hello there, Ian. Thank you very much for stopping by. My FishTanks Aquatics, welcome. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Silver Creek? Thank you very much for stopping by. I decided to make, especially if people are waiting for the live stream to start, to make it a little educational and interesting. I'll try to put up some polls or like little quizzes or questions for you guys to answer. And so for today's question, it's basically what year was my favorite angelfish, the Altum angel, Pterophyllum altum, was first discovered and named. And hopefully you'll answer it without Googling it. But yeah, so going to be talking about a few things today. If you missed the live stream last night, I did a little, bonus live stream. Scotty the Fish Freak asked if I could do a live stream, and he joined me as well. So it was a good live stream. We talked about certain stuff going on with his fish room, and we talked about the ACLC, the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County's group by. A few people in the chat who are interested in the group buy were asking about some of the plants, and I basically said that if they come today, we can talk a little bit more about it, about like the care and things like that. Also going to talk a little bit about some new things coming up for Atlantic Aquariums. And that'll be it, I think. And then we can just talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Hello there, Daniel. Thank you very much for stopping by. Daniel, I didn't check my emails, but I did send you an email. Let me know what you prefer. And I didn't realize you lived that close to me. You live like 20 minutes away from me, which is interesting. Responded. Okay, cool. Thank you. So yeah. So first off, what I wanted to talk about is is new things coming up for Atlantic Aquariums. So in terms of new things, I'm referring to new brands that are going to be joining the Atlantic Aquariums family. So it is not set in stone yet. I'm still working on the whole, the whole thing. But um, there's going to be some more saltwater brands coming in because I'm trying to build up my saltwater category. I have more freshwater stuff than I have saltwater stuff. So I'm trying to increase my saltwater inventory, or my saltwater categories in terms of what I am able to offer. Um, in terms of the freshwater world, um, there's gonna hopefully be more Dennerley stuff coming in, more Dymax stuff coming in. Dymax, I believe, is the spelling. Um, what else was there? Dr. Basilier, Dr. Basilier's Biofoods is going to be coming in hopefully. And then with the saltwater stuff, the Hydros controllers, and then the Felix or the Kai, which is what it's called now. Um, the Kai controller is also going to be. I used to have it on the site, but I took it down. But I am going to be bringing back up. I had to do a little bit of changes to it, to the listings, but the Kai controllers are going to be coming back. I think that's it for the most part. Still have I focus a lot on plants and stuff like that and some of the dry goods, but the one thing that I haven't that I think a lot of people don't realize is that I also have pleco caves. So I have pleco ceramic pleco caves. I don't have a lot now. I've throughout the years I've sold quite a bit here and there, but I still have some pleco caves. If you go to the aquarium equipment and supply section and go all the way down, you'll start seeing them. But that's pretty much it in that regard. Dymax is the soil. So it's not just soil. They've got tanks, they've got aquascaping supplies, they've got filtration equipment, lily pipes, things like that. Water quality supplements, excuse me, fertilizers, things like that. They got quite a few stuff. Let's see how the poll is going. So 57% says 1903, 29% says 1996, and 14% says 1804. Interesting. I'm not going to tell you the answer until the end of the stream, so I'm going to have to wait. But hello there, Zen Ginger. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. So many people live. There shouldn't be that many people live at 3 in on a Sunday. And guys, I gotta plug the laptop to charge. Because I thought I charged it last night, but I guess I did. Because last night after I streamed, believe it or not, I was burning CDs. Because I have on one of my like hard drives, since like we were kids, we would download songs, especially Bollywood songs, things like that, from songs from like movies that we liked, and we would save it into the hard drive. And before, I used to have problems trying to burn CDs so that I could listen to the songs in my car, and um, and I finally was able to succeed at that. So last night I burnt like 2 CDs. That's how many songs we had on that hard drive, and I still haven't finished burning the CDs. And so I spent till like maybe like 2 o'clock um, doing that. And then when I made the first CD, I actually went to my car and it was raining outside at the time to um, to see if it even works, and it worked. And so I was very happy. And thank you very much, Sen, for sharing the link to that. So, okay. So that's what's going on with Atlantic Aquariums. The next thing I wanted to kind of talk about was the group buy, but the person in particular who um, wanted to ask more questions about the plans isn't even here yet. Um, but yeah, so in while I wait, or maybe the person isn't going to come, that's okay. The So this past Sunday, I went to Reefa Palooza. There is going to be a video coming out about that. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be like a walkthrough of Reefa Palooza like I did last year. But I did take some pictures, or excuse me, some videos of some notable things, things that I liked, and I'll do like a voiceover or something like that over it, just to kind of give my thoughts on the event. Um, didn't win anything this year, but I didn't go all out on the raffles anyway. I just couldn't afford it. So, but I tried to put the tickets into things that I really wanted, and I still didn't win anything. So, didn't win anything this year, but you never know. Might win something next year. Um, but yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to see if any notifications went out. So I did go out for the Fish Fam Link one. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to talk about it. Sorry, I'm just checking my email real quick. Okay. So another thing that I mentioned yesterday, um, in terms of videos that are coming out, one is going to be the Reefapalooza one. I am going to hopefully finish it up today. And then another one is going to be a um, a video on the tank right behind me and the one upstairs, the Fluval Beta. Um, just kind of like a little update on the tanks and just showcasing a little bit of maintenance on the two. So this tank is pretty much isn't that bad. The tank upstairs is pretty bad, and but I'm not going to be doing a lot of maintenance or revamping the tank upstairs because there's a few access to it. So access to the outlet where the stuff is plugged in is a bit hard, because there's like a little mini fridge in the little crawl space area. And so it's a pain in the butt to move it and try to get in there to, because it's on sitting on like I don't know what you would call it, but it's in the dining room, and to get to the outlet I have to kind of like, shimmy myself and my arm in there, and it's just, I hate it. So probably just gonna do a little bit of a water change so that I don't have to shut the filtration out. I'll still take the filter media out, and the filter sponge out and give that a clean, but won't do too much maintenance on it. Um, but yeah, that'll be the other video coming up, and then I've got a few other videos planned, but it just takes some time because I'm all over the place nowadays. So I do ask your forgiveness for that. But yeah, hopefully those of you who are doing summer tubbing, your projects are going well. I've wanted to go summer tubbing, but um, I wanted to do summer tubbing, but I just don't have this good space to do it, to be honest with you. Okay, got 4 people watching currently. A lot of people free on a Sunday 3, it looks like. So I guess I can answer that poll. So the question was, what year was the ultimate angelfish first described and named? So the answer is, so people either chose 1903, 1996, or 1804. Nobody chose 2001. So the answer is 1903 was the first time the Altum Angel, the Altum Angel was first discovered by a French biologist. So if you got that right, congratulations. And the biologist's name was Jacques Pellegrin. Yay! Congrats, Dan. By the way, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. Because I was looking at the YouTube live stream, like I had YouTube pulled up. I don't know, I looked weird on it. Because the internet connection, the Wi-Fi connection in this part of the basement is a little iffy sometimes. But audio, video, good, perfect. Thank you. But yeah, what's going on in the world of fish keeping nowadays, guys? Got anything interesting going on? Got any questions about anything? I'm gonna be right. Ooh. I just tested my water and found out during the summer it's extra awful, and now wondering what to do besides trying to run whole house on RO. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, that's the only thing you can really do is hook up a hook up a pre-filter. When you say it's extra awful, what do you mean? Like, what came in the test? Also, is your water city water or well water? If you have massive amounts of chloramines and everything from phosphates to nitrates in my water, is something like auto water changes even an option? So auto water changes can be an option still if the water that is going through your auto top off unit or auto water change system is going through a pre-filtration phase, if that makes sense. Then you shouldn't really need to worry about something. When it comes to like chloramines and things like that, I mean, if you have a carbon block filter, it'll help in taking. Well, it kind of should help in um, taking out the chloramines. Another thing you can do is have like a large water storage vessel, trash can, whatever the case might be. Um, Fill it up with water, treat it, whichever way you need to treat it, and then have like a pump in there, um, hooked up to an auto top off system that will turn it on at the appropriate time, and then it'll fill up or it'll start doing an auto water change, if you will. That's another way that you can go about doing that. The thing with RO or RODI is that yes, it's taking everything out, but remember it's pure H2O, so it has no minerals, no anything that is supposed to be good for you or for your animals. And so, because like, think of it this way. So, because yesterday, last night, me and Scotty were talking about this stuff, and I mentioned that when using in the world of salt water, when you're using RODI, you have fresh water, fresh RODI water that has nothing in it. We add marine salt into it that has a lot of the minerals and calcium, magnesium, all that stuff in there. You put it into the tank, right? And then throughout the day, throughout the days, weeks, whatever, there's evaporation going on. The fresh water is evaporating out, the salt stays behind, salinity goes up, right? And to combat that, we do auto top off. So you're topping off the water with fresh RODI water. Now you can do that because the salt is still in the tank. It's not gone anywhere. It's only the fresh water that's gone anywhere. So it balances out, right? Whereas in a completely freshwater system, you're doing a water change. You're taking fresh water out. You're putting new fresh water in, which is RODI water. It can have negative effects because of the fact that it's not been remineralized or anything like that. So what I would do is, if I have to use RODI water, I will use RODI water. But I will fill up large barrels or large containers or storage vats of the water, do any remineralization that I might need to do or whatever the case might be. And then that vat will have a pump in there that is hooked up to an automatic system that will then just pump water to my tanks when it needs to do that. That's how I would go about it. But there's so many different ways to go about it. Um, It's municipal utility district, so it's up to 80% city water and at least 20% or more. I don't even know what. So it could be recycled water, it could be water coming from your local waterways that's being treated, maybe. Do you carry or can you order the 3-stage RO? I recommended the RO unit to them. I would like to refer them to you so they do not, as they do not do salt. Do not, I personally don't think they need DI. So I only carry RODI. Um, um, if you are, even if you're using water, if you're making that water for fresh water, for like if you're make water to remineralize for caridina shrimp, I still use RODI. Um, so that's the only units I do carry. Is the 4-stage, the aquatic life 4-stage RODI unit. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Hold that thought, Daniel. Because even if you're looking to use RO unit, but you're using an RODI unit, it'll still work for what you're trying to do. So. So Daniel, I can get in if the person really wants it. I can get the Aquatic Life RO Buddy 100 gallon per day RO system. I can get it in. There is a 50 gallon one too. Um, but my wholesaler doesn't have it in stock. But I can request for them to bring it in stock. But I do have the 100 gallon per day. I don't have it on my website because, like I said, I prefer using the RODI unit, the full RODI unit. Keep in mind the Aquatic Life Buddy is not the twist in kind, which the twist in is what I prefer. It's just easier. Um, but yeah, I can get in the just the RO unit. In terms of price point, um, let me check what the price point is for it. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to look up something for Daniel. Give me a moment. So I have to do a little bit more digging. Daniel, I can get the RO Buddy in terms of the price point because you're trying to find something under $100. Unfortunately, I might not be able to sell it for that much. Because I gotta make something too. But um, shoot me an email or shoot me a text, and then I can talk to you about it. But I can get it in. Gotcha. All good. Yeah, like I said, I do have if they want just an RO unit, I can get it in. It's going to be the 100 gallon per day one. I do. I personally recommend the RODI because it's just easier to kind of maintain that. But I do have it. So yeah, whoever you're referring to, just have them contact me, and I might even put it on the website just as an option. To be honest with you, if there is a demand for it. Um, but I do appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you. How many people we got here? We got 5 people. Cool. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Um, yeah. Another thing that I wanted to mention, because I'm gonna do it right after the stream is over, is I am going to be hopefully participating in Skipper's auctions that he does through the live stream. So some of the plants that I have are going to be on that auction. So feel free to stop by that. I don't think he's posted a date for it yet, but it is going to happen in July, basically. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you are a member of the ACLC, the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, we are doing a group buy. There are through Atlantic Aquariums, so it's not Tropica, but it's through the other plant wholesaler that I get plants from. So if you are a member and you are coming to the picnic, I strongly recommend participating in it because you'll be saving on shipping because you're going to be getting the Scotty treatment, which is me delivering the plants to to you at the picnic. And if there are any plants that are left over from that order, it will be going into the auction. So if you aren't a member of the club, but you still want to get your hands on some of those plants, you'll be able to do so through the auction. So pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be in July 20 something, if I remember correctly. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Yeah. Daniel, are you going to the Clash? Welcome back, Silver. Oh, there, Homer. Thank you very much for stopping by. The one osmosis I had was a cheap one from Amazon. I replaced only the cartridges for good ones. Amazon is yuppie. Your local stores. So go out, go shopping. Screw Amazon. I realized days ago, that after 35 years old, if you have a crick in your neck, don't lie under, don't lay under and work on a car. Yep, don't do that. If you're 35 years old, after 35 years old, Silver, I'm gonna be 30 in 2 years. I don't know yet. Family issues might hinder some traveling until things settle down. I don't know. Okay. Well, I hope things get better for you. I would love to meet you at the clash for sure. Who else that is currently watching is going to the clash? I'm curious. Trying to see who I will be able to meet. I'll be 40 in 2 years. Yep, I'm 28 right now. So 2 years will be 30. February of 26, I'll be 40. Nice. I'm a February. My birthday's in February too. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention, but it's not on the website yet. For anybody who are Kessel fans, Kessel Light fans, the new A360X recently became available, so that's going to be on the website as well. So for anybody that's looking to get a more shimmery look on their tanks, Kessel is the light for you. Yes, Silver Creek, Kessel. So they recently came out with a new light. Uh, so this right here, going. These are also cool. I would love to get those, but yeah. So it's the Kessel A360XE. Excuse me. It comes in two varieties. Tuna Blue is for your saltwater, and then Tuna Sun is for freshwater. So it's just a excuse me. It's just in terms of the type of um, the colorations of the lights diodes in the thing. So pretty compact, pretty sleek design. Brighter, better color mixing, advanced color control. So there's two ways you can control it. It has its knobs on the top that you can use to control. You can also hook up a Wi-Fi dongle to it that will allow you to control it via Wi-Fi. So you can download the Kessel app and really, um, really mix the colorations to basically the what's the word I'm looking for? Basically for the intensity that you're looking for, as well as coloration that best suits your needs for your tank. Hello there, M. Myers. Thank you very much for stopping by. Only discovered this channel yesterday by luck. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming by. Hope you're doing well. My experience with Kessel has been hit or miss. When I replaced my metal halides for Kessel, 50% failed after a year or more. Great light, but for price could be better in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, my experience with Kessel has been actually in the public aquaria. So when I was volunteering at the aquarium I currently work at, in the fish and inverts department, at least one of the exhibits that I was kind of helping maintain had used Kessels, which was very cool. So, I mean, you know, as long as they're maintained properly and they're of good quality, you know, I haven't really had any issues. I mean, of course, as they get older, they are going to degrade for sure. If it breaks down and it's still in warranty, you know, you'll be able to get it replaced. See, my thing when it comes to technology of any kind, not just aquarium tech, but any type of tech, there used to be a time when you bought a piece of equipment and it lasts for years. I mean, years, right? You even look at, equipment that existed even before I was born that people are refurbishing or it's still working today, right? The thing is that nowadays the way that a lot of companies are working is that if they make something that's going to last for years, they're not making money out of it because you're getting it replaced. You're not buying a new thing, right? So these things are designed. It doesn't matter which brand or which company. They're designed to fail after a certain point. So that way you can go and buy the new thing that came out or buy a replacement if it goes um, over your warranty. Now that being said, companies like Kessel, Ecotech, AI, um, do have parts. So if there is something that fails, you have the ability to replace it. Is it going to screw up the warranty? Will it screw up the warranty? It probably will. But you can order parts in for these lights to get them replaced. So like that, the LED diodes, the actual lens portion here, you can see my cursor. So this portion right here, you can actually get the replacements. So but yeah, I haven't worked with Kessel a lot, but I do like it. I like the shimmery effect of it. It is cool, and it's pretty sleek design, so it's great for your nano tanks, things like that. I prefer AI. I prefer AI myself. Yeah, I've definitely worked with AI. First thing that failed was the Wi-Fi dongle. Yeah, I don't quite understand the Wi-Fi dongle. I'm surprised they're not able to create modules that have the Wi-Fi capability built into it. Like you have to use the fact that you have to use a separate thing to have it connect to the Wi-Fi. There is room for failure there. Which is why a lot of people tend to not even bother with the Wi-Fi dongle. They just use the knobs on the top to adjust to what they need to, and they leave it at that. The thing with the Wi-Fi is that you can set it up on a schedule, right? But yeah, Kessel, and don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing Kessel. It's a great company. I like their stuff. But I just personally have used AI, um, AI. I have little experience with Ecotech. Chahiros is another good lighting for freshwater in particular. Um, you know, it depends on what you're going for. If you're setting up a beautiful centerpiece show tank, you definitely want to go over. Excuse me. You definitely want to go all out with the lighting as well. So that'll be your Kessels, your AI, Ecotech, Chihiros, things like that. Um, One of the cool things with Kessel is they also make lighting for what you call it, for your like living walls and things like that. So where is it? Is it for that? Yep, right here. So this stuff right here, which technically is for public aquaria, but you can kind of get it for yourself if you wanted, as you can see right here. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that there's a new light that came from Kessel and it'll be on the website soon. So but if they built it in, isn't it another point of failure to make the light not work at all? Not really. No. Well, I guess so, but it's like if you compare it with, again, talking about AI. AI has the Wi-Fi capability built in. I've had less failures with that. Um, and AI is pretty good about replacing lights if it does fail or anything like that. So I like AI. It's just a bit easier. It doesn't have the shimmery effect, you know, but and in terms of the color of it is a bit different than like your AIs and your Ecotex or Chihiros, but um, you know, my thing is each light has its own pros and cons in terms of when it comes to terms of what's the look you're looking for, what are the type of photosynthetic organisms you have in your tanks, and what are their needs, and can this light give me those needs? Pretty much. I want a light that I have controllability through my phone. I want a light that I can set a schedule to. It gives me the dimming effect, the dimming and the dimming effect, so I can have a sunrise, sunset. I need a light that gives me control of the Kelvin as well as the lumens, the intensity. Um, because like this light right here, this is just your basic Aquarium light. It does come with a schedule you can set to it, but it's like it's a cheap light. It's not on the high end. I am going to be replacing this with I'm going to replace this with the new AI blade, freshwater blade. The problem with that is when I went to Reefapalooza and AI was there, and apparently the AI blades, the blade for the freshwater, they don't make it in black. They make it in white because apparently, according to their data, if you're a saltwater hobbyist, you want this to be black, like a black housing. If you're freshwater, people tend to go for the white. And I looked at the sales rep, and I'm like, I like black because black looks nice. If I have a tank with a black trim, I'm not gonna stick a white light on it. Like a White House casing light on it. I want a black casing because it looks slicker, it looks better. And I asked her, I was like, are there any plans of you making the freshwater blade in black? And she said no, because the data, a lot of people tend to, for the freshwater world, prefer the white over the black. Now the Hydra and the Prime lights are for the freshwater. They still make them in black, but when they were designing the blades, they decided to only have freshwater in white. So that's something that I kind of am not. That's something which is the reason why I haven't gotten the blade in yet for that, because I don't want it in white. I want it in black. But yeah, exactly. You can have it on a schedule without the Wi-Fi dongle. Hey, this is G. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hello there, Life Lessons. Welcome. I have a prism from Nylog G, and they are basically repurposed reef lights, but there's no ramp up down function, and I do wish it had that. Yeah. Keep in mind, I do have lights on the website as well, but it's your higher end lights. It's although I can get an Aqueon stuff, but it's your AI, your Ecotech. Um, I was in the process of getting Chihiros, but it didn't work out. But maybe one day. I love the TMC LED lights with the controller. They come with sunrise, storms, clouds, moonlights. Nice. But yeah, when it comes to my personal preferences in lighting for freshwater, it's Chihiros, AI, and what's the other one? Yes. When it comes to marine, it's oh, excuse me, Fluval. The Fluval plants are a good one as well. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. When it comes to marine, I prefer the AI lights. I remember seeing that video. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that video. I mean, good for him for, coming to a point where he's able to get his own lights and heaters and air pumps and, all that stuff. Great for him. He's worked really hard. But, like I said, it doesn't matter what brand it is. It doesn't matter, doesn't matter what brand it is. You know, they're not going to last forever. At some point, they are going to degrade, and it's not just about breaking. It's also about degradation. So the this light behind me, when I got it new, was probably brighter than it is now. LEDs degrade over time, and that's where measuring your light spectrums comes into play to make sure is your tank getting the intensity, or your plants or corals or whatever getting the intensity it's supposed to get. If it's just a fish only system, you don't have to, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever light you want. But when it comes to photosynthetic organisms that you're keeping, it does matter. And so if you're noticing that your light is starting to degrade, it's not producing the amount of intensity it's supposed to do, and it's just getting old at that point. And if a company makes something that is indestructible, they're not making money because nobody's going to then buy more stuff from them. So you have to keep that into consideration, that at some point the light that you love that's been lasting for 4 years maybe might die in the 5 years later on, or whatever the case might be. um, and that's part of the hobby. If the hobby made equipment that would last years and years, the industry would fail because people aren't buying stuff. So that's just something to keep in mind. But what you want to look into is, regardless of how long this piece of equipment is going to last, is it going to function the way I want it to function, where I have peace of mind, right? That for what I'm paying for, it's doing what it's supposed to do. That's what I look at. And so I like AI. I'm going to be saving up money to get an AI light for my saltwater tank and my freshwater tank because I've used it. I like it. You know, if the light does give me any issues within the warranty, AI is very good at getting it replaced or whatever the case might be. It's fine. Um, But yeah. And it also comes into play of like, um, and of course you have to look at your price points. What can I afford? But I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on lights for my tanks that are in my fish room that only I'm going to see. If I'm going to set up a beautiful looking show tank in my living room or whatever, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to make sure that the lights are giving my tank justice, that the stuff I have in there is going to look good and is going to live well with the lights they're getting. Um, and making sure that I'm getting the spectrum that I need for the plants or for the lights. Like for example, I just got the light in for the macroalgae tank, and I tried getting in touch with the company that makes the light to make sure that it's going to work for what I'm trying to set up. Meaning, will it fit the rim tank and this and that and yada yada yada. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to. Light, still a great light. It's still a great light, but for my functional, for what I'm trying to do, it's a little pain in the butt. And so I'm still going to use it because it's part of the setup. But whoever ends up winning the tank, if they want to replace that light with something else, they're more than welcome to do so. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I need a light that I can set a schedule to, and I can adjust the intensities, the intensity, and all that stuff. That's what I like. I guess you can say I'm a high tech high tech guy. I love learning about new equipment that comes in. I love learning about how it works. Um, you know, aquarium equipment has come a long way since when I was a kid, for sure. Um, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm just sad that there's not a lot of updates going on in the world of aquarium heaters, except for the fact that we used to have glass heaters. Now we have titanium heaters, which kind of are a little bit more reliable, but that's usually in the realm of salt water. Or you can use it for freshwater. It's just that it's for big tanks. But what's the company? Um, Higer. Higer's been doing okay in the world of heaters, I think. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so we're gone above the hour mark and only got 6 people in. So, but I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Sorry for my ranting, but I hope you guys learned something, or enjoyed the discussion at least. Keep an eye out for some videos coming up soon. Pretty excited about it. It's been a while since I posted any videos. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope I get to see some of you, if not all, at the ACLC picnic coming up. Um, Other than that, I'll see you guys around. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're watching the replay, thank you very much for stopping by. Sorry you missed the replay. Make sure you hit the notify button so you don't miss another live stream or another video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, guys, take care of your tank. Make sure you do your water changes. And I will see you guys around. And also, thank you very much for the moderators for doing what you do best. Have a nice day.